Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today my husband and I are going to be potting up some seedlings. We're going to be planting some new seeds and even starting sweet potato slips. So I thought I would take you along on the journey. So as you can see, our pak choys are getting a little big for their cells here. Some of them are pretty leggy too, despite the fact that we have lights. We might have to tinker with the height of the lights perhaps, but we're going to be potting up these ones today. And I just reuse these old seed containers. Whenever I purchase seedlings, we just save them and reuse them year after year. So this doesn't have to cost a lot of money. I do use solo cups as well, but those tend to be for tomatoes because, again, sometimes despite having lights, our seedlings get a little leggy, and tomatoes you can bury nice and deep. Now over here, my husband is mixing up the potting soil and we've added water to it so it's nice and moist. It's one of the tricks that we learned over the last couple of years that really helps with germination rate. So we just have a Rubbermaid tote with our potting soil inside there and mixing it up with good clean drinking water. And then we're going to fill up all these containers here to transplant our bok choys and pak choys. So I just wanted to show you how we keep track of what is in the seed trays. I just photocopy. I have these blank templates. I've been using them for years, and I just photocopy them and then write what's in them. So of course this is our white Vienna kohlrabi, our Conan kohlrabi, our cabbages. As you can see, that's pretty much all we've started at this point, as well as some broccoli. I forgot to write that I seeded a bunch of calendula here, so I'll do that. And then when we start our peppers, we'll do the exact same thing. And then we just label them and use a piece of painter's tape, which is somewhere on the side. There it is, you can see, hey. So we can keep track of what seeds we have planted, where this method works well for us. I know there's lots of different methods, but I thought I would just share this. Transplanting is pretty easy. You really just need to give your seedlings a little bit of extra space, make sure the soil is nice and moist, but this will allow their root structures to spread and hopefully get bigger and thrive. So yeah, he's just digging a little bit of a hole. We like to use a spoon. Spoon works well. And easily pull up the seedling. Oh, and there it goes. Transplanting 101.
Your new home.
So we're just about to plant our peppers. And I have a question. I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. Do you ever buy seeds just because of the name of them? I've been guilty of this. I have like 4 different varieties of bumblebee tomatoes because the idea of bumblebees and tomatoes together made me smile. So I bought them. I bought these peppers. They're probably backwards for you guys. They're called King of the North. And I was like, oh, that's Jon Snow. I have to buy those. And I have eggplants called Littlefinger for the exact same reason. I don't know if they're going to be any good, but I bought them because of the name. So let me know in the comments if you've done that too.
What are you working on?
I am getting our sweet potato slips started. I decided to order some from a local farmer this year because the 2 varieties we grew last year I wasn't huge fans of, although I didn't mind this variety. So this is a white sweet potato, and I have an entire video on how to start sweet potato slips. So if this is something that is of interest or you would like to do, you can check out that video. I will make sure I link it. So I didn't mind this variety very much, but I really wanted to get some of the Beauregards, which really do well in our climate, back. So I ordered 30 slips from a local farmer. He's only charging 50 cents a slip, which is amazing. And then we will also start some from here. So I think 3 should do us. I mean, you can already see, like, check out this one. It's already producing slips. So sweet potatoes don't grow at all like regular potatoes. And so you have to kind of keep that in mind when you're starting them. But like I said, I've got a whole video which I will link for you so you can check that out. And now we're going to move on to starting our peppers. So we got our peppers started. We decided to do mostly sweet peppers this year. We've got 1 row of jalapenos. And then what did we do? We did chocolate beauty, purple beauty, King of the North, which I love the name, and then a bunch of California Wonder. We do start some peppers for my sister as well. So another tip or trick that we have learned over the years, and like we did everything wrong to start out with, and now it's amazing how much more seamless this process is. So start with nice damp soil to begin with, and then when you're watering your seeds, you're actually water from underneath the tray. So I can do it from this side easily, and I pour water right in there. And so instead of, with a spray bottle, which is what we were doing all the time, it's so much easier because the soil just sucks up the water from underneath. So next weekend, these empty seed cells will be filled with our tomatoes, which will start. Let me know in the comments, what are you starting for your gardens right now? What seeds are, let me know your growing zone. Are you already putting things in the ground? We're not ready to do that here quite yet. It's April 1st here in Ontario. And last year we had our last hard frost on June 3rd. So we still have a while before we are going to be able to get things like these peppers and tomatoes out into the garden. But I want to know what's going on over on your homesteads or in your family gardens. Now, if you have any questions or comments, of course, leave those below. And until next time, this is Corinne from Spirea Herbs, wishing you health, wellness, and happy planting.